Ms. Patrocinio SCHWEICKART was the representative of the Philippines to the New York Herald Tribune Youth Forum in 1958.
From Malaya is Lehop Swan, a Chinese girl who will be 18 tomorrow. From the Philippines is Patsy PAGADUAN, who is the baby of the group, 15 years old.
The situation is quite similar in the Philippines. There are too many Chinese around and they control almost all the business and trade. That's why Filipinos have sort of some despise for them.
That's not fair. How can you despise them just because they are well intelligent and initiative?
I don't think that would be fair either. That would be generalizing too much. Well, we even have a popular rhyme which runs like this: Inchik beho tu lulaway, and no, it means that Chinaman ruling Chinaman, and no Filipino would be glad to be called a Chinese.
Well, we wouldn't want a Filipino to be called a Chinese.
Well, I think Filipino prejudice against Chinese dates back to the time of the Spaniards, when they were allowed to live only in the swamp area outside the walls of Manila. They had to pay higher taxes, and they had to go on forced labor for a longer time.
Excuse me, Patsy, but in my country we have a quite different opinion of the Chinese. We always think of the Chinese as very wise people, with the men with long white beard.
Well, I think it's because you really didn't have Chinese in your country, that you really didn't have close contact with them. That's why you have that impression.
Patrocinio Patsy PAGADUAN SCHWEICKART is one of the sisters of Carol PAGADUAN Arroyo, who is Adam Arroyo's mom. Patrocinio SCHWEICKART taught English and Women's Studies from 1997 until she retired in 2013. She taught courses in feminist theory, and cultural studies, Asian American literature, and multicultural literary studies. Her main research interests are reception studies, gender and reading, and theories of communicative action from the perspective of an ethic of care. She was editor of NWSA Journal from 1990 to 1997. She pursued her passion in writing, and authored several books in a variety of genres: adult nonfiction, education, literary criticism and history, women's studies and issues.